Save Money Cut Carbon today for another Learn and Save Masterclass. And today we're talking to Simon about the E-Mobility Tech and Delivery Hub. So Simon, E-Mobility, EV, electric vehicle charging. Tell us a little bit about what your Tech and Delivery Hub is all about and what you do.
So we predominantly look after EV charging. Our main focus is EV charging, but we also touch on last mile technologies as well. So we look at e-scooters and e-bikes as well. But predominantly our main focus is getting electric vehicles moving around the country.
It's all about the charging infrastructure. So I guess you're helping businesses in the main get that infrastructure in their offices or to make sure if you've got an electric vehicle, you can actually get it charged and reduce your carbon emissions.
Yeah, we're basically trying to make it as easy as possible for people to transition to EV, and a lot of that is through education as much as guiding people to the right solution. There's a lot of technologies out there, so it's just focusing on what the right one is for that customer. We're brand agnostic, so we don't stick to a particular technology. We focus on finding the right solution for the customer's requirement.
You mentioned there's a lot of technologies out there. I think we all see that. I think there's also a lot of jargon in the EV world. Can you help us better understand a little bit between the different kilowatts and fast charge and slow charge and all the different terminologies and jargon around EV?
So you've got AC chargers, which are the ones you tend to find in your house or in your office. They run from your building's main supply. You then got DC chargers. DC chargers are the big ones you tend to find at service stations, supermarket car parks, that can charge your car very rapidly in a short amount of time, as opposed to some of the chargers where you'd find in your office or your home may take hours to charge. The ones in the supermarket car parks, the DC ones, will take minutes to charge, as opposed to...
And they're measuring the speed, I guess, in kilowatts. If I look at a charger, it might say 7 kilowatts or 22 kilowatts or 70 kilowatts, whatever it might be. Can you explain to us a little bit about what we mean by kilowatts and how, is the bigger number better or the smaller number better? What should we be looking for if we want to charge fast or in our office environments?
You've basically got it's down to the supply that powers the charger. In a domestic environment, it will tend to be 90% of the time will be single phase. Single phase energy can give you a maximum power delivery of 7.4 kilowatts. If you're in a commercial environment, office, warehouse, factory, etc., you're probably looking at a three-phase supply coming into that building. That can give you up to 22 kilowatts. Basically what you then do is you take your battery size. Let's say you've got a Volkswagen ID3, it's got a 58 kilowatt battery. The 22 kilowatt charger would charge that car in just under 3.5 hours. Okay. Whereas on a single phase charger, you're probably looking closer to 6 to 7 hours.
So the higher the kilowatt, then the faster I'm going to charge, but it's also connected with how much electricity, how much energy I've got in my building or my environment to get to that point. So we'd all want to charge as fast as we can, but the limitation is going to be, I guess, our cables and our energy in the building.
We offer some technologies that will basically monitor what your building's using in real time. So, for example, quite a hot day today, middle of the summer, we're looking at buildings having aircon running, lighting running, computer equipment running, and then your EV chargers as well. We put software and solutions in that monitor that usage and can ramp the speeds of the chargers up and down according to your building's demand.
Yeah, I suppose we want to all charge our electric cars fast, but we don't want the computers and the lights to go off at the same time. So it's a bit of a balancing act. So it sounds to me that actually it is about the hardware, it's about the physical installation, but it sounds to me like there's some software involved as well. And I guess the different environments, I hear things like workplace charging, destination charging. What do we mean by that? And what do I look at to support those different needs?
So you've sort of really got three charging arenas. You've got domestic, which is obviously chargers for the home. You've got workplace, which is chargers for whether you're in an office, a factory, a warehouse. It's chargers that are there at the workplace to charge either company vehicles and or staff vehicles. And then you have destination charging. Destination charging is also referred to as charging as a service. It's basically offering charging and being able to create revenue from that. So putting a charger into a hotel car park, for example, or into a large car park for a country park with full software solution and all the kit to make it run and generate revenue.
Fantastic. So I guess your customers in the destination side are also benefiting from the fact that I might actually go there as a destination to charge my car, but while I'm there I might go to the hotel, I might go for a walk, I might buy an ice cream.
Yeah.
So there's some actual kind of added value effectively as becoming a destination to charge your car.
Yeah, definitely. Certainly, I mean, within arenas like the hotel space, you're going to increase your food and beverage spend. You're going to have customers increasing their dwell time. So you may have just had someone pop in, but you might have them stay for 2 or 3 hours and eat lunch, have a meal, etc. So it's creating other revenue streams within your business.
And I guess you're charging, or can charge for the actual charging itself. So these destination places are coming like mini petrol stations, I guess, in a way, where you can have a new revenue stream that comes from that. Whether I guess you could even charge your staff in the workplace. So it sounds like the software is quite an important element and something that is a little bit more complicated than just a box on the end of a wire.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, we are now finding we're putting the payment software solutions into workplace environments as well. We have customers who, obviously with rising energy costs, aren't in a position maybe to give charging away that they would have done previously. So they're now selling at a cost, but also making sure they're not left out of pocket as a business by providing EV charging as a service for their staff.
I guess it's like a business maybe in the old days would have had a free petrol pump for all people to turn up. That wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So the same thing needs to be thought about.
Yeah.
Are you seeing, there's obviously a lot of rollout. You hear quite a lot about EV chargers that are in and don't work properly or don't function properly, or maybe the software or the electrical work or not charging at the speed expected. Are you seeing any bad practices or things that you think maybe our viewers should just be mindful of and look out for when they're thinking about installing EV infrastructure or chargers into their buildings and their businesses?
Now with the building regulations, if you do any refurb work or if you do any building work, you have to put renewable technologies, EV being one of them, in as part of that, as part of your planning regulations. What we're finding is people just tend to put the kit in, but they'll wire out, but they don't commission it or get the software set up. So, we often get called out to go and fix technology that's already in the ground, but hasn't been commissioned or hasn't been set up. So, there is also a lot of misleading quotes out there, in terms of they don't give you all the full information. They tell you about grants that aren't available. So we try to be as clear and transparent in what we do and when we put our solution forward.
Why do you think EV's a winner for businesses? Why is it growing so fast?
Basically, it's fuel costs. Petrol, diesel, have all risen recently with rising energy costs. Probably around about 50% cheaper to run an EV compared to a petrol car at the minute for comparative miles. And when you take into account other technologies such as solar, you then decrease that energy cost even more. If you've got a big enough solar array on your building, you could potentially be charging your fleet for free.
Yeah.
So,
And I guess at an individual level, there's some tax benefits. The government is driving that with some company car tax benefits. And I see quite a lot bigger businesses with their net zero, ESG goals. I guess transport sits in their science-based targets and scope 1, so it could be being driven at a kind of corporate level to help with their emission reductions.
We're finding companies that are, they're switching their fleet to EV to meet their scope 1 targets, and we're finding that a lot of businesses now, when they're looking to partner with other businesses within their supply chain, they look to see, has that company switched to an EV fleet? Has that company looked at solar? What is that company's sustainability message? So, it all kind of, it all links into the end goal, which is really kind of net zero and, getting our emissions down to, improve the environment.
Fantastic. So have you got a favourite electric car at the moment? If money was no object, what would you be driving?
If I was looking to kind of go and get into a road going EV now, loving the Kias. The new Kia EV6 is a really nice car, really well kitted out, and Hyundai Genesis now and Kia are really kind of leading the way and giving Tesla a run for their money in the EV world. So yeah, it's good to see it.
So it sounds to me like buying the car's the easy bit and the exciting bit. The bit you do, take this the right way, is the putting the infrastructure in to make sure it can be charged is the bit that needs a little bit more thought. Have you got a particular couple? I know you do a lot of projects, but have you got any projects at the moment that you're quite proud of or excited, or projects that have been really interesting or challenging even to work on?
We've put a solution in recently for a large country park where we put 26 sockets in. We had limited demand, limited power there. Obviously, when you're dealing with that amount of chargers, you have to deal with your district network operators, your power providers, that sort of thing. So yeah, it was quite complicated to bring all that together, but it's something that the end goal is we've got a stunning looking project and some really nice kit out in the field, and it's all running well. Fantastic.
Thanks, Simon. That gives us a great insight, I think, into why EV's growing so fast. A couple of the challenges and things to watch out for. Obviously, your electric car when you win the lottery.
Yep.
So yeah, we really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you.